A world of complete transparency. How would human relationships change if everyone had a built-in honesty meter? Imagine if every person had a visible honesty meter that revealed how truthful they were being at any given moment. Whether through a glowing bar on their wrist, a color-changing aura, or a digital display above their head, people could instantly see whether someone was lying or telling the truth. This would revolutionize communication, trust, and relationships, but would it be for the better? The end of deception. Lies, no matter how small, would become instantly detectable. Politicians, salespeople, and even close friends would have no way to manipulate or deceive others. This could create a society built on trust and authenticity, where people say only what they genuinely mean. However, would this transparency improve relationships, or would it make social interactions unbearably awkward? The death of white lies. White lies, those small, harmless falsehoods used to avoid hurting others, would become impossible. If someone asked, "Do I look good in this outfit?" or "Did you enjoy my cooking?" they would instantly know the truth. This could lead to hurt feelings and strained relationships, as honesty isn't always pleasant to hear. Would people learn to embrace radical honesty, or would relationships become more fragile? Strengthening friendships and romance. On the positive side, relationships could become more meaningful. Friends, partners, and family members would no longer have to wonder about hidden motives or dishonest intentions. Trust would be easier to build, and betrayal would be nearly impossible. Romantic relationships, in particular, could become stronger, as cheating, lying, and emotional manipulation would be immediately exposed. A nightmare for businesses and politics. Business negotiations, advertising, and political campaigns would undergo a complete transformation. False promises and misleading marketing would no longer work, forcing businesses to sell products based on their actual value. Politicians would have to be completely honest about their policies and intentions, leading to more transparency in government. Would this create a fairer world, or would it make leadership and persuasion impossible? While honesty is valuable, there are times when people prefer to keep their thoughts private. If a built-in honesty meter displayed the truth about every thought, would individuals lose their sense of personal space? People might become more reserved, choosing silence over the risk of exposing uncomfortable truths. Would this push society toward emotional distance rather than genuine openness? The evolution of social skills. With the inability to lie, people might develop new ways to communicate. Diplomacy and tactful honesty could become more important than ever. Instead of saying, "I don't like your idea," people might learn to say, "I think we could improve this idea by changing a few things." Social skills would evolve to ensure that honesty doesn't always come across as cruelty. If honesty became the default, would trust lose its significance? Today, trust is built over time through consistent honesty. But if everyone was always truthful by default, would trust even matter anymore? Relationships might lose the depth that comes from choosing to believe in someone rather than simply reading their honesty meter. Increased self-awareness and accountability. People would have to confront their own honesty in real time. Seeing a low honesty score might encourage self-reflection and improvement. It could lead to a society where personal integrity is highly valued and where people strive to live truthfully, not just because they have to, but because they genuinely want to. Finding a balance between truth and compassion. While a built-in honesty meter could eliminate deception, it would also challenge the way people interact with one another. Society would have to find a way to balance truth with kindness, ensuring that honesty doesn't come at the cost of compassion. If people could learn to communicate truthfully yet sensitively, this system might lead to a world where relationships are more genuine, meaningful, and emotionally intelligent.